నాకు మధ్యలో ఇది అడ్డం వస్తుంది ఇక్కడ పెట్ట ఇక్కడ పోతుంది, అక్కడ డిస్టర్బ్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ పోతుంది. Hi guys, so today we are going to start live coding. Okay, so basically the concept here is I will be writing the code, and along with me you will also open the laptop and write the code line by line. Okay, are you ready? So guys, open the laptops and be ready with the IntelliJ. We are going to write the programs here. Okay, sir, while coding sessions tell us like tomorrow you have tutorial based work, so that we will make our second displays ready. Every day we are going to have live coding. Okay, every day we are going to have it, right? So guys, we are going to start the problems. Okay, first problem I am going to discuss is something called as Toeplitz matrix, right? So what is a Toeplitz matrix is, so it is a m by n matrix, and all the elements in a diagonal will be same. Okay, so all the elements in the diagram, so I hope that this is visible. So all the elements, if you see in a diagonal, visible avatleda? So Toeplitz matrix means all the elements in a particular diagonal, if you see this, all the elements in a particular diagonal are same. Now we have to check whether a given matrix is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Now a matrix will be given as input, and you have to check whether that matrix is Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, now this is the most common interview question. So it is asked in Google, it is asked in Facebook, Amazon, Microsoft in the initial screening round. Okay, in the initial screening round. So this question is very popular and many companies ask this, right? Now we shall see how to write the code for this, and with the concepts that we have covered in Java so far, you will be able to write a Java program in this. Okay, guys, open your laptops. Okay, we are going to write the code, otherwise this session is not going to make any sense. Open your laptops, keep the IntelliJ ready. I'll tell you step by step about how to do this. Okay, ఓకే, మూవీ ఇందులో ఇది లాగౌట్ అవ్వకుండా పెట్టా సెట్టింగ్స్, మరి స్క్రీన్ అయిపోతుంది, స్క్రీన్ లాకర్ ఉంది. ఓకే ఓకే ఫైన్. హౌ ఆర్ యూ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ది కోడ్? See guys, now this particular element is 0 0 and this particular element is 0 1, this particular element is 0 2 and this particular element is 0 3, right? And now this particular element is 1 0, and this particular element is 1 1, this particular element is 1 2, this particular element is 1 3, right? Now we are going to write the code in such a way that we are going to traverse the entire matrix row by row, and when we are at an element 0 0 0 0, we compare it with an element 0 0 1 1, sorry 0 0 element has to be compared with 1 1, and 0 1 element has to be compared with 1 2, right? And this element has to be compared with 0 2 element has to be compared with 1 3. So which means ij, element ij has to be compared with element I plus 1 comma j plus 1. Now again, when you come to the second row, you do the same thing, right? 1 0 will be compared with 2 1, right? And 1 1 element will be compared with 2 this is 2 1, right? Yeah, 1 1 will be compared with 2 2, this element, and again 1 2 element will be compared with 2 3, right? Like this, for every element we are going to compare, but when you are at the corner cases, you don't have to compare it, okay? Remember that. So this is a simple logic. We are going to write the entire code for it line by line, okay? Guys, please open your laptop. I'm going to start the coding. You understood the problem, right? Now I'm going to start the logic and I'm going to write the coding, okay? Okay guys, now I'm going to start coding. Okay, so first I'm going to open IntelliJ. Open IntelliJ, guys. All of you open IntelliJ. I'm going to open IntelliJ. And first step is in the IntelliJ. I think you are not able to see the screen. And the first step is in the IntelliJ. I'm going to open new project. Okay. First I am going to create a new project, and the name of the project, so I am clicking next, and the name of the project, so I don't want to create any template, so I am clicking next, and the name of the project I am having is, let us say, live coding. So live coding is the name of the project. Okay, so I'm actually using a Linux machine which I generally use Mac, but I wanted to use Windows machine, so typing is somewhat problem for me. I'll get used to it, okay, because most of you will be using Windows, so I just wanted to see how it is. I'm going to create a project called live coding 1, and it is already there, and I'm going to create live project 2. Okay, so now I have created a new project. Guys, if you are seeing it at the left side, you are going to see something like new project live coding. Okay, for those who are very new to this, I'm going to do this every day until you get used to it. Okay, as most of you are using Windows machine, I am also using Windows, but no problem, I'll get used to it. Okay, basically it is same. Okay, and now in the project called live coding, I'll click on the right click and I'm going to say new. Okay, so basically I have to just figure out, yeah, just hold on. I used it long back, so I have to create a new project. So guys, I'm sorry, I'm not able to increase the font size. So in the left side, whatever it is there about the this entire project, I cannot increase the size of the left side. So I will tell you in words what I'm doing here is. So basically I have see guys, first thing is you open the IntelliJ and then you go to file, and in the file will be on the top left. In the top left you have file, and on the file you create new project. Okay, in the file you create new project, and once you create a project, then there will be that name will be displayed on the left, and there you have a small arrow kind in the left side, and on that small arrow you click on it, then you will see the folders inside it. Then you will see something called as source. On the source you can click right click and there will be new, right? There will be new, and you are supposed to choose package, new package. Okay, and I'm clicking on new package, and it is asking me for a name. Okay, this part is not very small, this part is not very visible, and I'm not able to increase the font. Okay, but code will be actually, you'll be able to see the code perfectly. Okay, got it. So now I'm going to write the name. Let us say com.raudra. You can use your own names. Okay, com.raudra as the package name. Therefore you can see that a package called com.raudra is created. Create a project, create a package, and then you right click on the package and there is new, and in that you can click on Java class. Okay, now you can create a new Java class, right? So you can give whatever name that we are actually trying to solve. So here, now that we are trying to solve Toeplitz matrix, I'm going to write Toeplitz matrix, Toeplitz Toeplitz matrix, Toeplitz matrix. Okay, now you can see that a file will be created by the name Toeplitz matrix, and package will be given as raudra.com. Okay, I hope that the guys, you don't have to type a message 4 or 5 times. Okay, now you are going to see that com.raudra is created, inside which Toeplitz.matrix is a class. Okay, now inside the Toeplitz.matrix, inside that Toeplitz.matrix class, I am going to write many methods. Okay, and guys, it is a good practice to always have documentation. Documentation is clearly saying what is that you are trying to do. Okay, now the documentation here is given a n by m matrix, given a n by m matrix, I want to find. You can write a detailed description, but I'm just giving you very small details. Okay, I want to find whether it is Toeplitz, Toeplitz, whether it is Toeplitz matrix or not, whether it is Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, got it? Now I'm going to write the main function. Okay, now how can I write the main function is public static void main, but if you are using IntelliJ, there is a shortcut. You can write psvm, you can type psvm, that's it. If you type psvm and if you type enter, main will be created. So psvm is public, font is visible, right? So psvm means public static void main. Got it? And I'll tell you what we are going to do. Okay, so first thing is we are going to create an object of type Guys, I am abstracting the screen, so entire screen is visible, so I will just move aside. Okay, I'll just move aside and now you can see the entire screen. Okay, now I'm going to write the main function, right? So in the main function I'm going to create an object of type Toeplitz matrix. See guys, see this. Now there is Toeplitz matrix is a class, and this Toeplitz matrix is going to have lot of methods in it, and if I have to use a method, then I have to create an object in it, right? So that is why in the main, even though the main is inside this class, inside the main I am creating an object of type Toeplitz matrix. Okay, so I am going to write here simply Toeplitz matrix. I am going to create a class in the main. Okay, I am going to write Toeplitz matrix here. Okay, so now you can see guys, once I type TOE, if I type TOE, you can see that Toeplitz matrix is already visible, so you don't have to type in everything, right? So I'm writing Toeplitz matrix, this is the class, and I want to create a new object, and the object name also I'll have Toeplitz matrix with small t. It is valid. Okay, it is valid. I hope that it is visible. Yeah, I will hide the project window. Okay, so I am hiding the project window. Now we got Toeplitz matrix equal to, I am creating a new object, new. So you can see that when I write the new, it is automatically showing me that you can choose Toeplitz matrix. I'll just type enter. This is cool shortcuts, right? So that is why I'm preferring this IDE. Every IDE has these shortcuts. You can actually type faster, right? And now what I will do is I will take the input, so which means I am hard coding the input. Later in the next examples I will show you how to read the input from the user, but for now I am writing the test cases. So which means, what is the test case here? Test case is nothing but the matrix that we want to test whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not, right? So I'm going to write, so I'm just clicking left curly brace, and the right curly brace is already displaying. Okay, 1 comma 2 comma 3, this is a matrix that I want to test whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, and then I can write 4 comma 5 comma 6. Okay, let me close the brace, and I'm just giving a simple example, and I want to find whether it is Toeplitz matrix or not. Now you know that this is not a Toeplitz matrix, right? 7 8 9, 7 comma 8 comma 9. Okay, Fine. Now I want to find whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. And similarly, I will give one more test case. So you are supposed to write all these test cases in your program in order to verify it. Is it not necessary to give matrix values inside bracket like C? I'm doing that only, right? So test case 2 equal to, again I'm having the same thing. So I'm going to write one more test case which is actually a Toeplitz matrix in this case. So 1 2 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, right? And then I will have 5 comma board में रायचा मुबिन 5 comma 1 comma 2 comma 3, and I'm going to have 9 comma 5 comma 1 comma 2. So this is the second matrix which I want to test whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, so clearly this is a Toeplitz matrix. I will just explain you. Clearly it is a Toeplitz matrix. Okay, so guys, if you observe it, the matrix that I am giving here is 1 2. The first matrix is clearly not Toeplitz. 1 2 3 4, and then 5 1 2 3, and then 9 5 1 2. Now if you observe it clearly, this is all 5s, this is all 9, this is all 1s, this is all 2s, this is all 3s, and this is all 4s. Okay, so it is a Toeplitz matrix. Now I want to test it. Okay, so I will test it. Okay, fine. So these are the two matrices which we got, right? And I want to write the logic whether it is a Toeplitz or not. I'm just going to write the logic, right? So for writing the logic, I'm going to use one more function. Okay, for writing the logic, I'm just going to use one more function or one more method, and this method is going to test whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, so the method is public. So I got the public boolean is Toeplitz matrix is Toeplitz matrix. I'm just writing, and to this Toeplitz matrix I'm going to send those two arrays to test whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, so when you are writing the names, you have to see that the names actually tell what is that we are going to write in the code. So that is why each Toeplitz matrix is a actual good name. So each Toeplitz matrix is chosen so that it is actually going to show whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. So choose the names carefully, right? And when you are using the variable names, choose variable names which are actually meaningful. Got it? Okay, now I'm going to write the method. So I'll just open a brace and automatically close brace is created. Now what is the input that you are sending? The input is a 2 by 2 integer matrix. That is why I am writing int 2 by 2 and I am just naming it as matrix. That's it. So which means the whatever I get, whoever calls it, I will get it in the matrix. That is the meaning of it. Okay, got it? Now I am going to write the for loop. So I am going to traverse the matrix row by row, element by element. Okay, I am going to traverse the matrix row by row, element by element. So for that reason I am going to write for int, I am going to use the name as row because outer for loop is actually representing rows, right? So int row is equal to 0, row is equal to 0, row less than matrix dot length length minus 1. So what is length is, it will tell you, matrix dot length will tell you how many rows are present inside the matrix. Okay, got it? Okay, yeah. Oh, I have written this method actually outside the class. I will just copy paste it. Okay, this method is supposed to be inside the class, that is why it is giving me all under all red lines. Okay, so let me copy this, let me cut it here and let me paste it here. Okay, let me paste it here. Okay, it has to be present inside the, okay, so now I am writing, so it is length length. Okay, so row is less than length minus 1. So what is the meaning of this line? This line is going to traverse all the rows one by one, right? And many people, you use one second, many people generally use I comma j, but that is not a good practice. When you are writing a code about matrix, always use now I am going to traverse each element inside the row. So inside a row, how many elements will be there? That will be equal to the number of columns, right? So that is why I am going to write column equal to 0, column less than matrix. So I want to see how many elements are there in a particular row. That is why I am writing matrix row dot length. Okay, matrix dot length minus 1 column plus plus, right? So guys, I want to explain you something here. See this. So now you know that if a 3 by 3 matrix is there, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then the number of rows will be 3. If you write matrix dot length, you are going to get a number 3, but actually the numbers will be 0, 1, 2. That is why you are going to write 3 minus 1. The actual length returned is 3, but the actual row number is 2, the last row number. That is why here if you observe it, we are going to go from matrix length minus 1, right? Understood that? And coming to the columns, same thing apply, right? So even though the columns are 3, the actual numbers of the columns are 0, 0th column, first column and second column, right? So that is why if you observe this, column less than matrix dot row dot length, right? So this one minus 1. So the reason why am I writing minus 1 is length is going to get written the number of rows or the number of columns, right? But what I want to do is I want to start from 0. I have to start from 0, right? So that is why minus 1 and minus 1 are written. Okay, got it? No audio na. Fuck man. What's that? It is audible, right? Who is this guy? Block him, just block him. Okay, anyone spams here, I block him. Okay, don't disturb people. Okay, we are doing very serious work. It is not a child's play. Are you idiots or what? Don't you have sense? Why do you spam the inbox? Don't you have sense? You are so grown up and you are all BTech students and you don't know how to behave. Idiots. Please don't spam. Just listen and learn. Okay, don't disturb me. See, this is not a small thing that I am doing here. No one is going to do this. So now what I will test is I am going to test only two numbers, right? So I am going to use matrix. In the matrix, I'll take an element which is currently represented by row and column. Okay, so in the matrix I am going to write what is the row and what is the column. So I am going to write row and column, right? See, the reason why I lost temper is I have explained everything for 10 minutes and he says that it is not visible, then it is not audible, then what? I have to repeat it again, right? So matrix. So basically I am testing two elements. Okay, I am testing row comma column element with don't give a gap there. Okay, generally when you are writing the subscripts, good practice is not to give the gap between the name of the matrix and the subscripts. Okay, now I am going to write row plus 1, and this is the main logic of the program, right? Column plus 1. Idi nenu cheppindi. And column plus 1. Got it? So if both are equal, if both are not equal, then I can stop it. So this method is called as fail fast. The code that I am writing is called as fail fast, right? I will return false. Otherwise, if this entire for loop, if all the elements are doing well, right? So I'm not supposed to use a space here. I'll just backspace. Okay, got it? Now I'm going to write here return true, RETURN, return true. If all the elements are tested and if I don't return false, I am returning true. So what is that I have done here? What is the logic that I have done here? See this, guys. I hope you are all coding along with me. Don't watch. You cannot learn swimming without swimming. Okay, don't just watch, try to type. Okay, the reason that I am doing all this is because I want you all to become good with coding, programming. Okay, so guys, see, what is that we are trying to do is I'm going to have a matrix and then I have, let us say 1 2 3 4 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Now I am actually testing this element, or let us say a particular element with this element, okay, I comma j, or row column. So let us say this is the element currently represented by row comma column. Now I am going to test this element with this element, row plus 1 comma column plus 1. Only these two elements are tested, and then I go to the next element and only these two elements are tested, and I go to the next element and these two are tested, right? And here the testing will not happen because you are going to go out of the bounds, and our for loop will not let you go there, right? According to our for loop, you are not going to test this, right? Now these two will be tested, right? So like that, you are going to test every number, and whenever you see anything that is not matching, you are going to come out. Let us say you are failing at this point, then you are not going to scan the remaining array, right? This is called as fail fast. So whenever you stop, your code stops, whenever, without tracing the entire matrix in this case, then that is called as fail fast. Okay, fail fast. Okay, how's your message చేసాడా? Okay, so now guys, now that our method is ready, let's now test it. Okay, so unexpected token, so something, I think I have added one more. Okay, yeah, I think I have added one more here, right? Yeah, so after this for loop, inside there is one more for loop. I am supposed to write return here. One second. This entire thing has to be in this for loop. Okay, so let me write one more, and let me write one more. Okay, fine. So this is the entire logic. Now after this function is over, see this, sometimes you have to go on, you might miss the curly braces, just click this. If you click on one closing brace, you will see the matching brace. Okay, so it means that this is the entire function or the method, and this is the outermost for loop, and this is the innermost for loop, right? So whenever you feel like you have missed out a curly brace, it generally happens, you just click on the curly braces, closing braces, then you see where it is opened. Okay, like this, like this. Okay, so you are going to see like this. If you miss out a curly brace somewhere, your IDE will show you where you have missed out and why, what is it. Okay, now let's see, let's try to pass these arrays to the method that we have created. Now we have already created an object, right? And I'm going to see whether that object is on that object. Let me say, so if you have to write system.out.println, you can actually write like this, SOUT. SOUT is going to give you system.out.println. You don't have to write the entire thing, right? Now system.out.println, I'm going to write the matrix, or I can say case 1. Okay, case 1 or test case 1, matrix, or I can ask a question. Okay, I can ask a question here, is test case 1 matrix a Toeplitz Toeplitz. Okay, so is test case 1, and now I am going to write answer. The answer is either true or false. Who is going to give me true or false? The method that I have written. Okay, so the method that I have written is going to give me true or false, because its return type is boolean. Okay, I am going to call that method on the class object that I have created, Toeplitz matrix dot is. So this is the method that I have created. So you don't have to type everything, you are going to get clearly. Okay, I am going to pass it test case 1. I am going to pass it test case 1. So I have passed it test case 1, which means the first input that I have given, which is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, I am going to pass it, and I want to see whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, and let me separate it in a second line, and now I want to test whether the second matrix is Toeplitz or not. Okay, now again SOUT I write. I just write SOUT. I am going to get system.out.println. Here I am going to ask is test case 2. So test case 2 is the second matrix, which is actually a Toeplitz matrix. Let's see whether we get it or not. Is test case 2 matrix a Toeplitz? Toeplitz matrix, right? And now I put a colon, and I'll again pass that second matrix to the same method, Toeplitz matrix dot is Toeplitz matrix, and I'm going to write test case 2. Okay, test case 2, and I'm going to run the program now. Now the program will tell me whether it is a Toeplitz matrix or not. Okay, so I'm simply going to run the program. In order to run the program, you can see this green mark at the left of the main. Okay, at the left of the, always whenever you write the main program, at the left of it there will be a green button. Okay, you can actually click on it to run the program. Okay, I'm clicking on it, and I'm going to run. I'm going to say run Toeplitz matrix dot main. Now it will say it is building, which means it is compiling, and you are going to see the output. Right here you can see the output clearly here, that test case 1 matrix is a Toeplitz matrix is false. Test case 2 is a Toeplitz matrix, it is true. Right, it is that simple. Got it? It is very easy. You can also do that. And sometimes it is better to print the output. It will be beautiful. Okay, I will now add a method. Okay, and in that method I'm going to print the actual matrix. I'll show even the matrix also, so that it will be clear about what matrix you are talking about. Okay, now I'm going to write a private method, because it need not be visible outside, private, and I'll write a static method because I don't want to create an object, void, and I'm going to write a method which is going to print a 2D array. Right, therefore the name that you have to give it is suitable, should be suitable. Right, I'm going to say print 2D matrix, and inside the matrix I'm going to say write like this. Okay, matrix. So which means this 2D this method is going to get a matrix, and it is simply going to print it. Right, so what is it going to print? It is going to print for SOUT system dot. So it is going to print the whatever So yeah guys, there is a technical glitch. It is not
Yeah, this is fine.
guys, there is a technical glitch. Now I think it is audible, it is visible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm trying to print the matrix, so I'm going to write like this. So I will see that there is a test matrix that is going to be output. Okay, and now I'm directly going to print it. Now I'm going to use a different for loop. Okay, so I'm going to use for each, which means for each row in the matrix you can write like this. Row is nothing but a one dimensional array. I can simply write like this. So this is a beautiful way of writing it. Okay, so instead of writing for row equal to 0, row less than row dot length, you can simply write like this and it will work. Okay, and also in the above code also you could do that. So this is for each, right? Okay, sorry, something has happened here. I have clicked something. Let me just delete it and show you how to write it. Okay, let me just delete it. So I'll just show you how to write it. Now I'm going to click for each. Okay, the formatting has been changed. Okay, so there is actually a command which is Control Alt L. If you click on that, formatting will be, indentation will be done. Okay, so later I'll show you. So for now let me use this. So for int j, so actually it is not a array, it is a simple value for each value in row. So for each row and for each value in row, and I can write like this, right? So it means that for each value in row, this is a beautiful way of writing it. For each val in row. Okay, now inside the for loop I'm simply going to print each row, right? So I'm going to say SOUT. I'm going to just print that value. Okay, so what is the value? Val in row plus, I'm just printing each value. Okay, after every value in the row I'm giving a space. It is simply, I'm just printing a two-dimensional array. Okay, and now after each row I'm going to write I'm going to leave a space. I'm going to go to the next line. Okay, so I think these braces are not required. Okay, fine. Now we are also going to print what is the array, right? So by this code we are going to see what is the array. Now here, before I print whether a matrix is Toeplitz or not, I will also print what that matrix is, right? So here I am going to write that I'm going to call that particular function, right? So print 2D. So I need not use an object, guys. I need not use an object to call this method because it is a static method. I have defined it as a static method. Now I'm going to write print two-dimensional matrix. I can directly send what is the matrix that I want to print. Here I want to print test case 1, right? And similarly here also I can add one more line, print 2D array. So print test matrix 2. Okay, now this is going to print the matrix also. This is going to print the matrix as well, right? So now let me run it. Okay, so I'm just running it. Now you are going to see what the matrix is also. Okay, it is building and you can see this. Acha, so they are not displayed in form of a matrix. Okay, so they are displayed, every row is displayed one after one. So I think I have used println instead of using print. Let's correct it. So by mistake I have used println and I'm supposed to use print. I'm supposed to use print. I have used println here. Okay, so let me delete it. Now it will show you the entire matrix. So println adds a new line at the end. Okay, println adds a new line at the end. Sometimes by mistake we overlook that. Now you can see that. Now you can clearly see this. I want to open this. Okay, so see this here, it is showing, if you see it in the output, it is showing test matrix is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, and is test matrix 1 a Toeplitz? It is false, right? And again it is showing the next one is 1 2 3 4 5 1 2 3 9 5 1 2. Is it a Toeplitz matrix? It is saying true, right? So finally we are exiting with code 0, which means success, right? So this is a small program, a simple program, but it is very popular in interviews. Okay, so this question is asked in many interviews, and almost all the screening tests will have this question, this kind of question, a similar question, but this is a very popular question. That is why it is also given a name. Okay. And I hope that we did very simple questions, but I will gradually increase the level. So now that we are beginning in the beginning, for the next 10-15 days, I will take only simple programs and explain, and after that we are going to gradually write very big programs, and maybe sometimes I will also take 2 hours of class. Okay, guys, before I leave the session today, next session is going to be very, very interesting, XAMPP installation, and I will explain you how full stack works. Okay, so guys, one thing that I want to tell you is, if you are preparing for GATE, or if any of your friends, need not you, any of your friends prepare for GATE, just tell them one thing, that Unacademy is the best platform for GATE, and tell them that RBR is giving his personal guarantee. Okay, I am giving me a personal guarantee that they will get the best course. You know who RBR is, right? You know what quality he delivers, and please spread a word of mouth. If any of your friends wants to join GATE, ask them to join Unacademy, not any other institute. Okay, we have the best team, guys. Guys, if you like this session, please send some love. If you have liked this session, please send some love. And what is the code that you are going to use for registration? Can someone type my code in the comments for registering on Unacademy? Can someone type the code? What's my code? Guys, the next session at 8 p.m. is going to be very, very interesting. It will be even more interesting compared to this session. Please join me on the next session. You will love it. And by the way, today on Unacademy platform, I have conducted a video. I have taken a class about how to start a startup. Even you will love that also, right? Please watch it. Thank you guys. Spread RRCS. Spread a word about RBR and spread a word about RRCS. Okay. I want to reach as many students as possible. Yes, Moel, I'll cover all the GATE subjects in Plus subscription. Manish Goel. Yes, Manish. Thank you, Ahuja. Love you to see you here every day. Okay guys, love you all. Thank you for the love. Keep loving me, I'll keep teaching and you'll fall in love with my teaching again. I think earlier you had already fallen in love with my teaching, right? GATE subjects. Now again you are going to fall in love with me, with my teaching. Okay? Love you all guys. Love you. Hi. Now my recorded videos are available on Unacademy platform if you take Iconic subscription. Okay? And you can access the videos only on Android app, not on iOS. Only on Android app you'll be able to see all my recorded videos and they are very well structured and organized. So if you see this, so you can go to computer science and in the computer science you can see what are all the subjects available. Now if you click on a subject, it is going to show you all the videos one by one, right? And you can also give your learning preferences. Okay, so learning preferences is either what is the target year and what is the CA, are you going to learn for GATE ESC or something like that. Okay, so if you want to register for it, you can use the code RRCS and you are going to get 10% discount if you use the code RRCS. Okay, so if you are planning to buy any subscription, go for Iconic because recorded videos are available. Now along with that you will also get the live videos as well, so you can refer both of them. Okay. Hi, so there is a good news now that my recorded content which you used to get on Ravindra platform will also be available on the Unacademy platform. Okay, so what I mean to say is, so there are two kinds of subscriptions you can go for. One is Plus and the other one is Iconic. Now Plus is all about live classes, crash courses, weekly tests, doubt solving and English and Hindi batches. This is what you are going to get if you go for Plus. Now if you go for Iconic subscription, along with all the live classes by me and many other faculty, you are also going to get the recorded content of Ravindra. Okay, so whatever recorded content was there earlier of Ravindra, that will also be available for you in the Iconic subscription. So along with these recorded classes, you will also get the live classes and all these benefits. And in Iconic, you have many other benefits like you will be given a personal coach and a study planner and a dedicated doubt clearing instructors and preparatory material, study booster sessions and personalized test analysis. So all these benefits you are going to get in Iconic. So in Iconic you get all the live classes along with my recorded classes and a mentor and dedicated doubt answering classes. So Iconic is like you get everything. So I think no one in India is providing all these services. Okay.